Hello. Okay, got this open, this open, this open, this open. Let's get our Discord link, and if you guys are there, checking, 1 2 1 2. Let me know if you can hear me. I think you can hear me. It looks like the audio is working. I know I accidentally went live earlier. Forgive me. I didn't mean to. It used to not let me do that directly on here. It used to make me do a two-part process, and with the last update, it definitely did something different. Okay, as we get going, I am going to be throwing a ton of things into, well, no, I'm just throwing one thing right now into the chat. I'm throwing a link to our Discord, so if you are new to our community,
https://discord.gg/gjkkj89c.
if you are new to our community, we have a Discord. Hi, how are you? Letty! You guys ready to make the Santa hat? Santa hat time! We are full-blown into Christmas mode. I know it's a little bit early. Halloween technically hasn't even hit. But again, we have a lot of people that do markets, a lot of people looking to make gifts, and a lot of people just looking to get going on some things that they... Woo, trying to fix my camera. Some things that we need to get moving. So, if you're new here, Discord link, it's pinned. It's in the chat. If you guys are watching this after the fact, sometimes that link expires. I have played with the settings a million times. I apparently can't figure out how to permanently change it. Throw a comment in the video, and I'll be happy to send you a new link. It is free. We all communicate as a crochet community, a crow-munity, if you will, and we do a lot of things in there, collaborate on a ton of different projects. So if you're a serial crafter, you're going to get a lot of other like serial crafters in there, or if you just want a lot of free patterns or help with what you're doing, it's great. It's great. So amazing thing. Grab the link, get into our Discord. Next, we're going to start with white yarn. Forgive me, I know it's not easy to see on camera. I will do the best that I can. If I get too close though, it tends to make it blurry, so I'm going to try to like keep an eye on things. But I did the original pattern with a J hook, which is a 6. What is a J hook? Is that a 6mm? Hold on, I don't know them by heart. Yeah, 6mm. I'm going to try to make this a little bit smaller because I can't take out rows easily, and you'll understand why in a second, because we technically do 1 2 3 4 5. It's like a 5-row repeat, which, as you can imagine, covers about this much distance. So it's not like if you're off by an inch, you either have to commit to being a little bit on the looser side, or you have to commit to a super tight fit. So I tend to be in that area on a J hook where it's kind of in between the two, and I never like which one I commit to. So this time I'm going to try an H hook, which is, what is that, 5mm? It should be. H5. 5mm hook. 5mm hook. We are using Lion brand.
Working on your circle vest.
Yes, no worries. I'm just covering it for anybody who watches it after the fact, so that is perfect. I am using Lion brand yarn. I would show you the skeins, but unfortunately I've already used quite a lot of it, and if I move it, it's going to collapse, and you guys already know that I don't, you know what it's like to have yarn babies that you weren't expecting, so we're not trying to create that. But Pound of Love yarn is one of my favorites. I'm using white, and then whichever red this is, it looks like it's called Cherry. So I'm using their white and their cherry. This was a tutorial from a previous class that you can watch it. It's available for replay. This was a scarf that we made together. I'm using the same colors, but I'm using them for the Santa hat. So don't worry, we're not jumping into that pattern. We're going to go into the Santa hat. What does it look like? I do have an unfinished one that you guys can see. And this is what it's going to look like. So we're going to be creating the bobble stitch going across here, which is what creates that whole snow vibe. Then we're going to be doing a butt ton of half double crochets. Depending on how long you want to make it will depend on how quickly you decrease everything, but we'll work on that together. This is probably what we're going to get through today. Is probably just this initial get going, and then next week we're going to have to join it, add a row, and then start our half double crochets. And then at the very end we'll add a totally different pom-pom. It's actually going to be made of these bobble stitches instead of a traditional pom-pom that we've done. So we're going to teach a few different things with this. So we're going to get started on this. And we need a base row of 11 single crochets. So you guys know I like my foundation stitches, so I'm going to walk you through that. I know this is white yarn. This is going to be terribly difficult to see. I'm almost tempted to teach it to you in gray. I think that's what I'll do, is I'll teach it in gray, and then we can make it together I'll just use my homework time to obviously recreate it in white. So I'll teach you guys in gray. How about that? I'm going to waste this whole segment and teach you in gray. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. But it'll make it way easier for you guys to see what's going on. So I would encourage you guys to use white. If you're doing a Santa hat, obviously you could turn this into an elf hat. You could turn it into a million different things, so it's up to you. Ignore the fact that I clearly need to do repairs on my little backboard thing here. Okay, so you're going to do a slip knot. So you're just going around your fingers. I like to fish my fingers out so I can see what's going on, but you're going back down the back side, and I pull it through. You don't want to pull this side through, otherwise you're just going to end up with a knot. Put your hook in, and we are ready to rock and roll. For a foundation single crochet, it's kind of a Tunisian crochet concept. Some people are overwhelmed by it. If you don't like it, you can go ahead and chain 12, skip the first chain on your way back, and do 11 single crochets going back. I prefer this. If you guys have been stitching with me for a while, you guys already know I prefer it because it maintains a little bit more of a consistent tension. And it's a little bit easier on the other side once you go to join it, because the chain doesn't exist. You actually have the braid almost as if it was the top of a stitch. You would now have that on the bottom of your base row, which is nice whenever you go to join things. So to start the foundation single crochet, I'm going to chain 2. We're going into the back bump. So you'll notice these are our chains.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Kelsey. How are you? When I face those chains down, you have that bump exposed, and I'm going to go right into there. We're going to pull up a loop. Now we are chaining while we are single crocheting. So here's your chain, and here's us finishing that single crochet. Go back in. This time you're grabbing both of these because you're going to want to treat this as a chain. Pull up a loop. So you've started your single crochet. We're adding the chain. And now we're finishing our single crochet. And we just want 11 of these. Insert in the hook, pull up 1, pull up 1, pull up 2. That's 3. Pull up 1, pull up 1, pull up 2. Kelsey, if you're making this, this would normally be white yarn.
I'm doing well.
I just know it's incredibly difficult.
So I'm face down in that project.
No worries, no. That's good, that's good. But yeah, you guys definitely want to be using white yarn if you're making a Santa hat. I'm using gray just so that way you guys can actually see what the heck I'm doing, because white was really not coming through the camera at all. Thank God I always have yarn here where I can just frog it later and recreate it in white. So let's see how many I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We need a few more. This will be 9. This will be 10. And this will be 11. Alright, now you're going to chain 1 and turn. Alright, this first row we're going to do a set of single crochets going across, followed by 3 bobble stitches worked throughout. So first row, single crochet into that first stitch. Insert your hook, pull up 1, pull up 2. Now let me see what kind of bobble stitch I've done, because there's a million different ways to do it technically. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, I think that's 5. Usually it's 5. 5 will look better. We're going to do 5. So it's just 5 unfinished double crochets into the same stitch. And then you're going to pull through all of them. So what does that look like? Yarn over, insert your hook, start a double crochet. Pull up 1, pull up 2, but remember it's unfinished, so we're not going to do anything there.
OMG, that is so cute.
Thank you, thank you! Yarn over, insert hook, pull up 1, pull up 2. Yarn over, insert hook, pull up 1, pull up 2. Again, we're going for 5 unfinished double crochets. There should end up being 6 loops on your hook, so I clearly have 2 more I need to do. 1 and 2. So I have 6 loops on the hook. Yarn over and you're going to pull through all of them. I always go over this because if you're new, this is where how you hold your hook can help make all of this so much easier. So I always take my thumb right here, and I am pushing my hook in that direction, trying to almost tilt this that way. And the reason why is because you're going to yarn over, and if you put pressure with your thumb, those are going to slide through all nice and smooth. Alright, so we've done that. Now we need another single crochet. And I'm trying to remember, hold on, I think one, how many do I do in between? I thought I counted before I went live. Is it 3?
I have not forgotten about your stitch markers, by the way.
Oh, good!
I'm also going to make you a yarn-themed tote bag.
Oh my god, girl! I'm totally down. I can't wait to see what you got going on. Okay, well, I think we're doing 3 stitches in between. I totally counted on my way to hit live. But so we've done 1. You're going to do 2 more single crochets for a total of 3. So 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to do another bobble stitch. So 5 unfinished double crochets. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yarn over and pull through all. 3 more single crochets. So just go directly in and work your single, single, single. You have 2 stitches left. We're going to do a bobble and then another single, and that is our second row. No worry, no worries. Welcome, welcome. All right, so back to our bobble. This is our 3rd bobble. 5 unfinished double crochets. We got 2, 3, 4, and 5. Pulling through all those 6 loops, and we're ending with a single crochet. That was row 2. Boom. You should have something that looks like that. Okay? So now we're going to chain 1 and turn. Drink your water. Oh my god, I think you guys are going to break this Jane bot. She's a little bit of a rookie Jane bot, apparently.
Luddy.
So now you're actually looking at the back side. And we're going to single crochet across. Nothing crazy here. 11 single crochets. Here's 1. This one, it might look a little difficult to see where you're supposed to stitch into, but don't overthink it. You've got the braid right there. So just keep treating that top part of the stitch all as what you need to grab. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Now you could always make this brim wider. This is obviously this part. It's working in height. You would just want to add another 3. Let's see. If you have 1, you'd want to add another 4 stitches. And then that way you would incorporate another bobble if you wanted to make it thicker for any reason. If you had someone with a really big forehead or something, or maybe you just really like it really puffy. I don't know. Whatever you guys like. Make it your own. Make it your own. All right, now what we're going to do, 1, 2, 3, 4, bobble, 1, 2, 3, 4. No. How did it? 1, 2, 3, bobble, 1, 2, 3, bobble, 1, 2, 3. That's what we're doing now. Because you're going to have bobbles, you're going to have 3, then a set of 2, then a set of 3, then a set of 2. So that's how we're going to keep repeating. So this is row 4, and row 4, don't forget to chain 1 before you turn. Whoops. You guys saw that, right? Okay.
I might have to actually make this one.
Oh, you totally do. We're going to do, what did I say? 3 single crochets. So 1, 2, and 3. And there's a lot of things you can do to tailor it to how you want it to be. Like, you don't have to make it a long one. You can make it a short one. But it's got a super winter vibe, which is awesome. In this 4th stitch, we're doing that bobble again. So 5, unfinished double crochets. You'll end up with 6 loops on the hook, and then you're going to pull through all 6 loops on the hook. 3 more single crochets. 3. Push that bobble forward because you want all the bobbles on the same side. And bobble it again. 5 unfinished double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 loops on hook. I need one more. Whoops. There's our 6th loop on the hook. Pull through all. And 3 more single crochets. Alright. That was 1, 2, 3, 4. That was row 4. We are almost, I think you're almost on the repeat. Chain 1 and turn. 11 single crochets across. As you can tell, guys, again, this is the wrong side. That's how they call it. It's a sewing term, but it basically means your ugly side. This is your pretty side or your right side. We're going to make sure that's facing forward when we go and finish making everything. But don't be freaking out if you're like, oh my god, the sides don't match. Not every pattern is designed to have 2 right sides. I know crochet doesn't deal with a wrong side, right side as much as like Tunisian crochet. Tunisian crochet always has a wrong side, right side. Knitting sometimes does, sometimes doesn't. So just different things, different techniques. Get used to it. You'll be fine. We'll be fine together. We'll get it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Chain 1 and turn. Now we are going right back into this row. So now it's repeat row 2. So you're going to single crochet, bobble, one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, pull through all, 3 single crochets. I'll do the repeat with you and then I'll leave you guys to your own demise and give you guys your homework. Bobble, I always want to skip that last one. Pull
My
through
poor mother has tried her first Fair Isle knitting project and is at the end of her rope.
Oh no! Why? Is she new to knitting? 3 more singles. You should have 2 stitches remaining. Bobble, and then single. Pulling through all of them. Here's our single. Chain 1, turn. Repeat row 3. And for those of you who don't remember what that is, 11 single crochets going across. 1.
Color work and bobbins to keep track of.
Oh, color work! Is she new though? She may want to try something a little more simple if she's new, because color work in anything can be a whole different ball game, especially if it's not just like, hey, do 5 rows and then change. Please tell me she wasn't trying something crazy like tapestry. Alright, chain 1 and turn. Now we're going to repeat 1, 2, 3, row 4, which was 3 singles, 2, and 3, followed by that bobble,
No, she's been knitting for like 40 years.
3 more singles. Oh man, then she's just being challenged. Tell her she's got this. She can't drop it. She needs to do it. She's got this. Bobble. and then 3 singles. So you're just going to keep repeating that. I actually might stay on here and crochet with you guys for a little bit just because I'm like, dang, that went really fast. I was expecting that to take way longer. But anyway, and then again, single crochet going across. Let me see how I like this size compared to everything. So what's she going to do? Is she going to stick with it, or do you think she's going to end up bailing on it? It's supposed to be a sweater? Oh, you didn't say what it was. What is it? Fair Isle Knitting Project. What is the Fair Isle Knitting Project? I know there's a delay. Sorry, I ask a lot of questions at once. That's just my MO. Okay, so let's see. I know I went down in hook, which is making it a little bit... it's not making it much smaller, to be honest with you. So I'm going to have to play with size as we go. Alright, so I'm going to start a new one in white. I'm going to start a new one in white just because I feel like this was a really, really short class. But what you're going to want to do is keep going until you reach about 19 inches or until it reaches around your head. That's why I said that 5-row repeat can be kind of difficult. So now I'm doing white, guys. Now I'm doing it in white. You're going to have to see whether or not white is something you ever want to commit to, because for some people it can be just as bad as black.
It's a sweater with a kitty face on it.
So if you just jumped in, you have a chance. Grab your yarn. We're using an I hook. No, I lied. We're using an H hook, a 5mm hook. A sweater with a kitty face. Oh, so it is like tapestry where she's changing every stitch, every row for the color to do like a graph, right? Ugh. You can do 12 chains followed by 11 single crochets across. I'm going to zoom this in if I can. Hopefully it won't make it blurry. Let me know if it does. I am doing this in white this time. This is going to be a Santa hat. Or you can do foundation single crochets. Ultimately, you want a row of 11 single crochets. So I'm going to chain 2 and do foundation single crochets. Insert hook. Pull up 1. Pull up 1. Pull up 2. Insert hook. 1, 1, 2. You're going to do that 11 times. 1, 2. 1, 1, 2. Forgive the white yarn. That's why I demonstrated it in gray first. But your homework is going to be to get this initial part to wrap around our head so that we can begin our Santa hat. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I did 8 last time when I counted. 9. I'm consistent. 10. And 11. Now, why do I do foundation? I like the stretch. You don't have the harsh line of a chain. Also, if you'll notice, here's the top of our stitches. You have that infamous crochet braid. When I flip, normally with a chain, you would have bumps going across, but because of the Tunisian style is what it is, but because of the foundation, you have this chain here, so the bottom looks like the top, which makes it really nice, especially when you go to stitch it together. So, chain 1. We're doing it again. Single bobble. So, single bobble. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 3 singles. 1.
I missed it. How many foundation chains did you do?
11. 11. 2, 3. So, single, bobble, single, single, bobble, single, single, single. Now we're back in bobble. Four, 5, 6. Another 3 singles. Oh my god, my dog's upside down again. 1, 2, 3. You have 2 stitches left. Bobble. and single. I know I demonstrated in gray. I know I'm repeating myself. If you guys are watching this after the fact, you did not miss anything, but our homework is going to be in white, so I figured I would stitch it again. Chain 1, turn. Technically, I can leave the bobbles on this side. Sometimes I push them through the other side. For whatever reason, they look like they're staying more pronounced on the back side, so I'm going to leave them. I'm not going to push them through. But I'm going to do 11 single crochets. That part does not change. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Chain 1 and turn. Alright, 3 singles and then a bobble. 1, 2, 3. Bobble. Bubble, bubble. Shake it, shake it. 3, 6 on the hook. Pull through all. 3 single crochets. 1, 2, and 3. Should have 4 stitches left. Bobble, single, single, single. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 loops on the hook, pulling through all of them. And 1, 2, and 3. Chain 1, and we're turning. I don't know why, just white makes it look like all better. I don't know, the gray was just, maybe it's because it's different yarn, but the gray was not making the bobbles stick out as much, so I'm much happier with the white. 11 single crochets going across. Where are you? That was 3, yeah, 3. Letty, did you step away from your project to start making it? How many whips do you have? Chain 1 and turn, and we're going right back to this first row of 3 bobbles. So single crochet, and then a bobble in that second stitch. We're already in the repeat.
Quite possibly, yes.
3 singles and a bobble. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 loops on the hook. 3 singles. Bobble, and then a single. 6 loops on the hook.
I hope you were asking me how whips I have. You know that's illegal.
I mean, I assumed that when you didn't answer that question. Yay! Okay, that's looking way better. Hopefully you guys can see that. The gray, for whatever reason, was not looking as pretty. 11 singles going across. We're already back in that repeat. But I'm glad I taught it in gray, because you probably wouldn't have been able to see a lot. Now the smaller hook is obviously going to make the rows go by slower, so you're going to be here for a minute. That's why this is your homework. Your homework is going to be to make this longer. That's what she said, I know. You want to be about 19 inches. Or about 2 inches short around your head, because you want it to have some stretch. So do with that information what you will. If you're on the smaller side, That's okay. Yarn stretches. You're going to have that stretch. You just don't want to be anything too crazy. And we are also going to be doing a slip stitch to join in the end. So that will allow a little like micro millimeter of space. 4 crochet in 1 quilt. Oh, that's not bad, Kelsey. That's not bad at all. I would have expected more. Alright, we're doing that row of 2 bobbles now, so single crochet 3 times, and then do your bobble in that 4th stitch. Six loops, 3 singles. Bobble, one more, 6 loops, and 3 singles. Chain 1 turn. Woo woo!
You started with 3 bubbles.
Yes, 3. That first row is 3. So single, bobble, single, 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 bobble, single, 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 bobble, single. And don't forget, as always, this will be available on replay. So if you forget and you ditch your project, because this never happens, and you pick it up again and you're like, oh shoot, what was I doing? Great news! You'll have it. You'll have it. And if you're in the Discord, you can always message me.
Thanks.
I know us a little too well. Chain 1 and turn. We're back in the row with 3 bobbles. So I'm on the same row you are. Single, bobble, three singles, another bobble,
Thanks.
3 singles. That's what's nice about repeat, though. And then a bobble, and then a single.
Hang on, can you do the bubble just a little slower, please?
Yeah. Alright, here we go. I know it's white yarn, so forgive me. Yarn over. You're doing 1 double crochet, but you're not going to finish the double crochet. Normally you would pull through 2 more, right? Don't do it. It's 5 unfinished double crochets. So you've got 2 loops on the hook. We're going to go back in for another one. Yarn over, insert hook, pull up 1, pull up 2. You now have 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over, insert your hook, pull up 1, pull up 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. We need to do it 2 more times. Yarn over, same stitch. 1, 2, yarn over, same stitch. 1, 2. 6 loops are on the hook. Yarn over, pull through them all. And if you need me to demonstrate it again, great news. I'll be doing them again in another row. I can totally do it again. You let me know.
Thank you, you got it.
Chain 1, turn. We're in the row of 2, so I start with 3 single crochets. And here's that bobble again. Yarn over, insert hook, pull up 1, pull up 2. Yarn over, insert hook, pull up 1, pull up 2. YO, insert hook, pull up 1, pull up 2. YO, pull up 1, pull up 2. 1 more. And all 6. 3 single crochets. pulling through all. 1, 2, and 3. Chain 1, turn, and you guys get the picture. Cool. Any questions before I leave you to your own demise? Again, make this long enough to wrap around your head. When we come back next week, I'll show you how to slip stitch it together. I didn't do it on this one, but I want to show you the difference. I don't like this seam right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a row of single crochets going around before we switch to red, and that will clean this up a little bit more. It doesn't look bad. I get it. It doesn't look terrible, but I don't like it. Oh, wait. Maybe that's what I did, actually. That's what I actually did. So I would actually not like it if I didn't do that. Wah, wah. But anyway, that's what we're going to do. We're going to do a row of single crochets, and then we're going to jump into the half doubles with the red. So have your red ready, and finish doing your bobbles all the way around, and we will join it together. So don't jump ahead if you don't feel comfortable. Okay? We'll be live again on Tuesday to do the next portion of this. If you guys join me Thursday, we are going to be making some snowflake diagrams. Let me see if I have it pulled up so you guys can kind of get a preview. Hold on. The Pinterest. I found some diagrams, and this will be a nice easy class because I feel like we've done a few large projects that is it going to come through? So I figure we can make these together. It is a diagram, so I'll drop it in our Discord. You guys can print it off, or you can hey there, Shayna. We actually just wrapped up. We started the brim of our Santa hat. So you've got this that you can work with. It's just bobble stitches and single crochets. You know that stuff. So, but on Thursday we're going to be working through either this one, or we might do both, or this one. I thought they were both kind of cute. And that way, if you guys, actually, this does not look like a true pattern. Oh, it might be. This looks like it might be AI. So this one may not be possible. I'll have to test it. But those are the two that I have, and I figured we can make them as ornaments because you can starch them, or you can make them as bookmarks because you can just loop some long yarn and then you could like give them away. But yeah, this is what we're going to do on Thursday. It'll be a nice brain dead quick one, but we'll learn how to read patterns. This one looks really good. And then that way we've got another Christmas project, but it's another easy one. We need a quick fix. We've done a lot of big projects lately. So that quick fix will be nice, and then we'll have to start planning next week's Thursday class, whatever you guys are looking for. Perfect! Let's see, what time is that? I might go live on TikTok a little later, guys. I just want to check on a few things that I wanted to get done, and I don't have to pick up kiddo for a while. So I'm going to end this live. We're going to wrap up. It'll be available for replay. Sorry, I went accidentally live earlier. There's some weird settings on my computer. And then I will hopefully bounce over to TikTok. So I might see you guys on the other side. Alright, guys. Happy stitching. Get started on your Santa hats. I know it's early, but Christmas sneaks up on everybody. Why do you think we already did that one? And if you guys want to see that one, it's available. You'll be going on? Oh, well, maybe I can request a co-host or something. Anyways, yeah, let me know. I got to do some stitching, so I'm down to co-host or whatever. But it doesn't let me panel. It doesn't let me panel on the computer, so that kind of sucks. Otherwise, I would. But anyways, let me know. I'll be around. All right, guys, and I'll see you on Thursday. Take care. Peace out, stitches.